Hi guys, welcome back. This is FAYAZ here, back here with another video today. So today we are about to talk. It's one of the hot topics going on right now. So what are the easiest way I can do in home to lose fat? So what are the best way I can do in my home? How to do workouts in home without having any access to equipments, as well as following a specific type of diet to lose fat. So how I should do that? So now I came up with some solution you can do this home, which will be really easy and effective, as well as you can see results at the end of the day. Now before we start this program, I would encourage you to have a pen and paper with you, so that now you're going to do your own diet and nutrition plan according to the examples I'm going to give you. Right, so take a note and make it as two columns, like exercise as well as nutrition. Now, as we are in the period of quarantine, it's quite difficult to access to any type of equipment, as well as access to any type of specific food which helps you to lose fat, right? So before you start up this program, I would like to encourage you to write down what are the equipments. If you, some people would have access to equipment like dumbbells or barbells in the home. If you have that, it's quite good. Now write down what are the equipments you have in a home, as well as what are the foods available in a home. So write down that, so it will be much easier to follow that. So now coming into the exercise and nutrition column. Now on the exercise column, you write like this. First thing, what are the exercises you would like to do the most, right? So for example, I would like to do push-ups, I would like to do squats, I would like to do sumo squats, I would like to do dips for my triceps, I would like to do some biceps curls with having some of the books, I would like to hold some books, I would do the bicep curls. So there are many exercises you can do in a home without any equipment, right? So write down some like 10 to 20 exercises in a row which you like the most, so that you can progress over time, right? So write down all these 20 exercises, write on a notebook, and then split up the workouts in a day-to-day basis. For example, and write down, for example, I would like to do exercises 5 days per week. So what you would like to have? For example, if a person says I would like to have 4 days per week, I would like to do 3 days per week, I would like to do 7 days per week, right? So now write it down as I would like to do 5 days per week. For example, I would say for Monday I would like to do some exercises. So split up the exercise which you written before. Like I would like to do 6 exercises per day. Right? I will do squat. I would like to do squats for my legs, push-ups for my chest, and then I would like to do push-ups for my shoulders. You can do variations in push-ups to target your shoulders, right? And then triceps, and then dips for my triceps, as well as I will do a plank for my core, as well as I will do my burpees for my cardiovascular system. So this is how you need to split up the program. You need to address. There are 4 major muscle groups in our body, big muscle groups, like chest, back, and then your legs, as well as your shoulders. So target these muscle groups first, your chest, your lats, your legs, as well as your shoulders. So target these muscle groups first, and after this do some workouts for your core, as well as do some cardiovascular systems like burpees, high knees, jumping jacks, which is helpful to evolve your cardiovascular systems, helps you to improve your cardiovascular system, right? So include these in your programs, like 6 exercises, 4 for your major muscle groups, as well as plank and burpees. Also you can add some workout for your biceps and triceps too, like hold a book and do biceps curls, and then dip for your triceps, like close grip for your triceps. So there are many exercises available out there. So and for Tuesday you can do like this, as if if you've done push-ups in Mondays, you can do decline push-ups on Tuesdays, right? So you can add some variation in that. If you've done squats in Mondays, you can do some forward lunges or reverse lunges on Tuesdays. So add different type of variation in your workout, so that you will feel motivated, and it will encourage you to move forward. So this is how you need to exercise your. This is how you need to program your exercise plan. So on the first column, it's all about exercises. You need to split up for major muscles, and then for planks, and then for burpees. If a person who would like to do more, you can add up more exercises. If a person who is getting too tired of doing some exercises, you can list your exercises and do some. Doing something is better than nothing, right? So do something, like if you want to go for a walk, you can go for a walk. I would encourage do that. It's not a one-day exercise, it's all about moving your body. That's really important. right? So now after this, after you're done with your exercise sections, now we are getting into a nutrition plan. So this and you're going to do this, right? I'll give some examples about this. So mostly people would like to have 3 main meals in the day, right? As we are in the period of quarantine, the peoples are making more 4 to 5 main meals right now, right? So I would encourage you to less your meals as we are going into a fat loss journey, right? So most commonly we would like to have 3 main meals: breakfast, lunch and dinner, right? So as for breakfast, I would like before that I would like to say is you need to fulfill these three criteria to help you lose fat. The first thing is your protein requirement, second thing is your fiber intake, and third thing is your vitamins and minerals on day-to-day basis. Like vitamins and minerals essential for your body day-to-day basis, you need to fulfill that. Now why I'm saying protein and fibers particularly, because protein and fibers help you to fill your stomach, as well as it help you to reduce your hunger level, right? So these type of foods, it's really quite hard for your body to digest. So protein takes a lot of time to digest, as well as fibers too. So that's why adding these foods, these nutrients in your diet, which will help you to create a caloric deficit as well as help you to lose fat. So add these, concentrate in these two, and then you can add up some other meals in your diet. For example, if I say if I would like to go for breakfast, I would like to have 4 eggs in my diet. 4 eggs, mostly protein, right? So I fulfill my protein intake, and then for my fiber intake, I would like to have some of the vegetables like what I say, some carrots, some fruits are a good fiber, some apples are good fibers, right? So some oats as a good fibers. So you can add these in your diet, like you fulfill your protein intake first and then get in the fiber intake, like what I said about carrot, apples, so many things you can accomplish. And then for some sort of foods which you made in home, like you can add some rotis with you, some idli, dosa, some pasta, some oats, which is a good amount of carbohydrates as well as fat intake. So add these in your diet so that you can fulfill overall diet, as well as you accomplish your fibers as well as protein intake, right? First you need to accomplish protein intake and fiber intake as well as vitamins and minerals. You need to fulfill this. After this, you can add a little bit of other foods with your main meals, so that you will be balanced. You will feel balanced. After that, getting into lunch. For example, if I say I would like to have chickens for my proteins, for my fiber intake, I would like to have spinach or beetroots, vegetables, which are a good amount of fibers as well as vitamins and minerals. I would like to have some rice with that from a good carbohydrate energy source, as well as a little bit of almonds or cashews for my fat intakes. So this is how you need to prepare a meal, prepare for in a balanced proportion. Even for dinner, I would like to have 1 glass of milk for protein intake, like oats with honeys for fiber intakes, or else some almonds, right? So these are the, so you need to make your diet in a proportional level. It should be equal. It should be equal in every aspect. For protein, fibers and vitamins, fulfill that, and after that, little bit of carbohydrates and a little bit of fats. So fulfill these, and these help you to feel fuller, as well as it help you to create a calorie deficit, and which will result in fat loss. So this is how you need to address your nutrition plans as well as exercise plans. Now after you're creating all those nutrition plans and exercise plan, now we are getting into a third main fundamental thing, is the hydration level. So once, if a person who is new to dieting, or else if a person who wants to start a diet, the first time it will be really hard for you, because as you're new to dieting, you will feel a little bit hunger even if you start to dieting, because you change the whole meal pattern. Right now you will feel a little bit hunger of having smaller meals in your diet. So having 1 glass of water before meal, and after have your main meal, and have 1 glass of water after your main meal, so that you will feel fuller, your stomach will feel little bit fuller, and then you will feel better, right? Diet is not about starvation mode. Diet is all about keeping you fuller. That will help you, that will result you in fat loss. And after keeping hydration level, and the final point I would say is be consistent. Be consistent with what you're doing, right? There will be obstacles coming in your way. There will be some you will be making something wrongs in your way. You would have had overeating in some days. So listen this, there will be happening something. If you've fallen off, come back and do the same what you did before. Definitely you will see results. if be consistent, if you are consistent, right? So these are things you need to consider, right? So as a conclusion, I would recap everything. So pick up some exercises which can be done in home without any equipments. Do those exercises, split up the exercise in each and every day as per week, right? And after that, create a nutrition plans. First thing, you need to fulfill your protein intake, then your fiber intake, and then vitamins and minerals. And after this, add some foods like carbohydrates and fats in your diet, which will be create a proportion level of diet, which will be create proportion level of meal. And after you create it and have some be point on hydration levels, keep your hydration level higher, because water is really important for digestion as well as many function of body. And after that, after you've done everything, be consistent in what you have done, as you will see the result what you're expecting, right? So that's it. If you find these type of videos helpful, please like and subscribe so that you won't miss any videos coming out. Signing off.